Hey crafters, Big D here, and we're trying something different this week, and I think this is going to become an ongoing piece. I have a massive terrain, I want to call it a commission, but it's not really. Basically, I'm painting a bunch of terrain in return for a gigantic army. So, I'm painting a bunch of terrain, and it's a large project. You'll get a scope of it when I show you. This is the first third of the project. So, basically, everybody who knows the channel knows my buddy Commodore, our wonderful, coming in from high orbit, banhammer of our chats. He's getting out of Tau. And I love Tau, and I've been wanting to get into him, and the opportunity arose. He's like, well, I tell you what, I got a ton of terrain I need painted. I'm not going to have time to do it, but I really want it. If you paint all my terrain for me, I will give you my Tau army, which is some built, some not built, and none of it really painted except for maybe a dozen figures. Deal. So, I've got a huge Tau army that I'm now starting to paint and finish building. And at the same time, before I do that, I'm painting a bunch of awesome terrain and filling up a huge table's worth of terrain for the Commodore. So, I'm going to document the entire build and paint and process for what I do for Commodore and kind of give you my mentality on how I look at terrain, specifically not scratch built terrain, but when you buy kits, and how I look at them, because I mean they're basically really big models, and some of them have a lot of details. So, and you don't want that to go to waste. I've seen some people that just kind of throw down 1 or 2 layers of primer and then dry brush them one way, dry brush them another way, and they're done. That's not me. So, I apologize in advance. It was the first time taking video with my phone. So, unfortunately, I did the dumb thing, and I have it in portrait rather than landscape. So, since some of this is going to be done outdoors, obviously the weather's getting nice, there's a lot more priming going on, and it's a big freaking project. So I'm going to be showing off the base colors, and I'm literally going to show you guys how I attack a big terrain project from beginning to end. So this is part 1, and I hope you guys find it interesting. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Put your comments below. I'd love to see what you have to say. And again, share, like, and subscribe, and let's get to the work table out in my driveway. So this is a little different for me. We're going to try something new with the channel. I've got a recent commission from a friend of the channel, the Commodore, also known as the Nightly Gamer on Instagram. And basically, I'm doing a ton of terrain for him. So this is the first batch, just laying down the primer and base coat. We're doing an Astra Militarum green over all the Astra Militarum and Fortress stuff, and that's just a base coat. We'll get into it. I'm going to be tracking the entirety of this project. I really kind of like the idea of that. See if you guys like it too. We're also doing some Mechanicum pieces. He had red decking. I liked the look of it, but I wanted to freshen it up so it all matched, so I used a slightly different paint because that way I could match it all up. And we're going to mask it off and do some underneath stuff. But I wanted to get the decking down first to see if I like the color on the models. And I do. I think the brighter red that we're going to tone down with some washes is going to look good. He wants these to look cleaner and not just filthy like my normal way of doing it. So I will be doing some oil washes, I think, on the Mechanicum stuff, because oil run and oil washes will look good with that. But the Militarum stuff, I think we're just going to make it look, I don't know, battle-worn and kind of dusty and dry. We'll see how it comes as we get from piece to piece. But we got 2 sanctums, a couple of the smaller fortresses, a bunch of the walkways and trenches. We've got other stuff coming with this project too. This is a massive, massive project. But I just want to walk you guys through my mentality when I'm attacking a big project like this and how we get through it and how you adapt it in stages. So step 1, break out everything that's being based together and knock out the base coat. Knock out that priming and base coat right off the bat. I've got a great military green primer and base coat that I'm going to tie them all together with. It matches the Vallejo military green. It's really great, so I'll be able to use anything I need to step back on. But we're just going to make this look like as tight and as, super we love the Imperium as we can. So, I hope you guys like these shorter formats, and we will talk to you soon. Epic your board, epic your game, and epic your life.